Hi yogis and non-yogis. If you haven't ever attended one of my classes, welcome to my in-home studio space. We're going to do some yoga today, so I'm super stoked. I'm really bummed that the IG Live didn't come through today. That's okay. We'll mess around with it and try to figure a way around. That way we can keep offering, we as in me, us all as a collective can keep doing yoga together. All right, so make sure that you have some props with you, yoga blocks, if you have them. If you don't have yoga blocks, maybe a book. If you have a yoga wheel, you can utilize a yoga wheel if you'd like. You can use blankets, strap ties, sweaters, whatever you need to help you find any extra form of stretching that you need. You can utilize a towel as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to have our props put up towards the top of the mat or relatively close so we can readily, availably reach it. And we're going to come onto our backs. From here, go ahead and just have the knees bent. Okay, and begin to shift the hips side to side. If you want it, hands can be on the belly, or if it feels more comfortable and more natural to let the arms come out wide to a T, go ahead and find that. And with each inhale, we're lifting the knees up. Each exhale, dropping a knee down. Go ahead and do this a few times. Just getting some wiggles out. And when you're ready, returning back to neutral. From here, let's go ahead and extend the legs out. We're going to take the hands to the belly. We're going to explore a three-part breath. We're just going to start with the one part first, connecting with the belly. On the inhale, let the belly rise. Exhale, let the belly fall. Going back to that childlike breath. Inhale, rising the belly. Exhale, letting the belly fall. As we're going through this breath, try to recognize if you're holding tension in your jaw, and if the tongue is stuck to the roof of the mouth. If it is, go ahead and just gently release it. Next, inhale, going to two parts of the three-part breath. On the inhale, let the belly rise. Expand the ribs. Exhale, knit the ribs in. Navel in towards the spine. Inhale, belly rises. Ribs expand. Exhale, knitting the ribs in. Navel to the spine. Connect these two parts together. And on the next inhale, coming to that full 3-part breath. Inhale, belly rises, ribs expand, chest lifts and shoulders lift. Exhale, shoulders drop down, chest lowers, ribs knit in, navel to the spine. So carrying that breath up the body like it's an ocean wave going up. And exhale, the waves crashing in. Inhale, taking everything back. Exhale, letting it crash in. Continue this for 5 more full breaths. And when you're ready, just returning back to your regular breath, allowing the breath to come in and out with ease. And if the eyes are closed, softly flutter them open. Welcome back. From here, let's go ahead and bend the knees. Draw them in towards the chest. Go ahead and give yourself a nice hug here. Allow the head to lift off the mat. Maybe roll side to side. Good. Do it a few times if you like. You don't have to make it as drastic as I am right here. If you want, you can just gently go side to side. Maybe forward and back. And when you're ready, keep the right knee in towards the chest. Extend the left leg out long. Go ahead and energize that left leg, toes facing up. Go ahead and find the quad, activating, stabilizing the knee. Nice deep inhale. Next exhale, draw the chest. Draw the head towards the knee. When you're ready, release. Swap legs. Extend the right leg. Energize the leg, toes facing up. Exhale, draw the knee in towards the chest. Lift the head up. And go ahead and find this going side to side. Inhale, releasing. Exhale, lifting the head up, contracting the core. Inhale. Exhale, contract. Interchanging sides, moving with the breath. Good. When you're ready, go ahead, knees in towards the chest once again. Roll side to side, forward and back. Do what feels good. It's giving that lumbar spine a little love. All right, from here, go ahead and take the feet down. We're going to begin to integrate the core a little bit here. So as we're doing this, what we want to find is that pubic bone going up the front side of the body. So we're flattening out the lumbar spine. Head will lift up. Arms are going to come up into a pew-pew. Okay. From here, on the exhale, we're going to reach between the legs. We're going to do a breath of 30, so go ahead, assume the position, audible exhale, and we'll go into our 30 pew-pews. Inhale, extend the arms up overhead, reach out through the feet, stretch it out. Exhale, go ahead, find a lateral opening, shifting the arms and the feet over to the same side of the body. Doesn't matter which side, banana pose. Next, inhale, returning back to center. Exhale, banana pose, other side. Shift the feet and the hands over to the same side. Breathe into your side body. When you're ready, returning back to neutral. Bend the knees. Find your pew-pew again. Okay. Feet are out, wide the width of the mat. Flatten out the lumbar spine. Getting that pubic bone to drop the front side of the body. This is going to help with core activation. On your exhale, audible exhales, 30 pew-pews. Inhale, extend the arms up, reach out, stretch it out. Exhale, lateral flexion, banana pose, either side. Swap sides. Inhaling center, exhaling banana pose. From here, go ahead, return back to neutral. We're going to come into happy baby, so go ahead and find your hands to your feet. They can find the big toes. If you have socks on, maybe take them off. From here, draw the thighs down towards the floor. Maybe flatten out the lumbar spine if that feels good. If it doesn't feel good, let it lift. Do whatever your heart sniffer is telling you, whatever feels good and authentic to your body. When you're ready, release the bind. Take the arms back. Maybe shift the feet back, plow-like pose. Exhale, roll up, reach the arms forward. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, reach forward. As you notice, as I'm reaching forward, my legs are crossing and I'm reaching forward. Navel is drawing towards the spine. I'm finding a nice deep curl in my spine. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. One more. As I come up, I'm reaching forward, rolling over the feet, transitioning onto hands and knees into table pose. Awesome. From here, go ahead and take the knees out the width of the mat. Big toes come to touch. Shift the hips back into child's pose. Allow the head to meet your mat. Take some deep breaths here. Maybe audible exhales. explore walking the fingertips up towards the top of the mat. Next, inhale, carry energy up the body. Exhale, walk the hands off the edge of the left side of the mat. Lateral flexion. Now, common tendency here that I see is a lot of lifting up through this hip. Can you keep the right hip sinking down as the arms are over to the left? Breathe here. Slowly transition other side. Once again, as the hands walk over and off the edge of the mat, try to keep the hips sinking down and level to the best of your ability. Breathe. When you're ready, returning back to neutral spine, slowly begin to draw yourself up to a table pose. In table pose, we want to find wrist, elbow, shoulder stacking, same with the knees and hips. So go ahead and find your table position, neutralize the pelvis. Okay. And as we're doing this, begin to explore weight distribution into the hands. So maybe shifting side to side, forward and back. Really just taking in information of what our body is telling us when we put weight on our wrists. Maybe walk the hands off, not off, but fingertips facing to the sides of the mat. And then wheeling all the way around, stretching it out. So being a person that does inversions a lot and handstands, like I literally have to always work and stretch out my wrists. I feel like it's super important, and it's something that you should neglect because we got lots of little bones in our wrists and they're really important too. Slowly walking back around. And then coming back to neutral table. From here, root down through the right hand, the left knee. Opposite arm and leg are going to extend out, spinal balance. Common tendencies here, hip likes to open up. Try to keep that hip bone squaring down to the mat. Keep that leg energized, toes flexed, toes facing down. Good, spinal balance. Take a few breaths here. Common tendency again, dumping into the shoulder, push out of the shoulder, create stability and strength here. When you're ready, swap sides. Root down through opposite hand and knee. Extend opposite hand and leg out. Energize the legs, hips are level. Toes facing down. Breathe here. And when you're ready, returning back to neutral. We're going to go into cat-cow. On the exhale, go ahead and begin to round through the spine. Pubic bone goes up the front side of the body. Chin drops, puff up between the shoulders. Inhale, rock the hips back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, round. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cat. Go and do 5 more. Next, inhale, coming into cow. Exhale, tuck all 10 toes up under you. Lift the knees up, shift the hips back, downward dog. If you're wondering if I do this in class, the fumbling over my words, I totally do. It's inevitable, it happens. So in this down dog, a common tendency that tends to happen is either really dumping through the shoulders, being extremely hypermobile here. That's great, I guess, but I really like to focus on stability when I teach. So let's try this. From here, bend the elbows out just slightly, and then wrap them back, then lengthen out and shift back, creating a little bit of extra stability through the shoulder. Your heels might not touch the ground. That's okay, that's not the point of this. Rooting down through your pointer finger mound of the pad of the hand. On the next inhale, come to a three-leg down dog, taking the right leg up towards the ceiling. Let's go ahead and keep stability here. If you're opening up the hip, go ahead and square the hip up. Off, not up. Exhale, draw the knee in towards the chest. Shift forward to a plank-like pose. Puff up through the spine. Maybe this knee comes to the elbow. Maybe it drops down. Maybe it goes across, back up the tricep. Extending back, three-leg dog. And swap sides. Inhale, rise the left leg up. Exhale, knee in towards the chest. Puff up through the spine, plank-like pose. Knee to the tricep. Drop down to the wrist. Across to the other wrist. Up to the other tricep. Back to single leg down dog. And back to neutral down dog. When you're ready, go ahead and monster walk the feet forward. So what's happening in a monster walk is you're activating each leg as you root down through one. So it literally looks like a monster walk. Plugging the femur up into the hip, placing it forward. Plugging the femur up, coming forward. Plug up, come forward. Plug up, come forward. Good. Make your way to your forward fold, however which way you need to. If your wrists are tired, slowly roll them out. Don't shake them, just roll. Bend the knees. Chest towards the thighs. Deep breaths. Next, inhale, come to a halfway lift. Lengthen through the spine. Broaden across your sit bones. See if you can charge up your back by squeezing the shoulder blades together and getting your lats to contract and your lumbar spine, keeping the back body strong. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, charge up the back body. Exhale, fold. Inhale, charge up the back body. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise the arms all the way up, extended mountain. Grab the right wrist, reach over to the left. Soft bend in the left leg. Take the right leg back behind, maybe off the mat. Open up. Inhale, back. Grab the left wrist. Exhale, lateral flexion. Bend into the right leg. Take the left foot off of the mat. Open up. Inhale, come back. Exhale, arms to cactus. Go ahead and draw the elbows down. Maybe soft bend in the knee. Lift through the heart. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhaling back up. Exhaling back. And when you're ready, go ahead, release down, maybe shake the legs out. Cool. We're going to go through sun salutation. Typically, they are one breath per movement, so move with your breath. If I'm going too fast, slow it down. The instructions will be there. Don't sweat it. Feet are going to be parallel, okay, to the edges of the mat. Go ahead and find your mountain pose. Lift the toes up. Activate the arches. Melt the toes down. Soft engagement through the legs. Neutralize the pelvis. Lift through the heart. Mountain pose. Make sure you smile. Yoga is supposed to be fun and feel good. On the next inhale, guide the arms up. Exhale, fold over, bend the knees, hinge at the hips. The floor can't reach with the hands. Bring the floor up to you with your blocks. Inhale, true halfway lift. Broaden across the sit bones. Exhale, fold. Inhale, transition back to plank. Good. Neutralize that pelvis once again. Soft puff between the shoulders. Exhale, draw the knee towards the tricep. Down to the wrist. Across to the other wrist. Up the tricep. And back. Left knee in towards the tricep. To the wrist. Across to the other. Back up. And back. From here, go ahead and drop the knees down. Chaturanga. Make sure the shoulders don't go below the elbows. Hugging towards the side body. Inhaling up. Charge up the legs. Common tendencies and up dog is this. Okay. Create that stability and strength up through the shoulders. Remember that charging up at the back side of the body when we go into our true halfway lift. Same muscles and things are applying here. On the exhale, go back to a downward dog. Deep breaths. Remember how we worked on that stability in downward dog, wrapping the elbows in and then shifting back. Feel free to explore that. When you're ready, monster walk forward to your forward fold. Plug that leg in. Stepping forward. Good. Inhale, true halfway lift. Charge up the back body. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise the arms all the way up. Extend a mountain. Exhale, lateral flexion, step off. So grabbing the right hand, right leg comes back. Inhaling back. Grab the left wrist, reach off with the left foot. Coming back. Exhale, arms to cactus, soft bend in the knees. Coming back up. Hands to heart. Take a moment here, breathe. Find your mountain pose. Take a moment just to really understand what's going on in the body, what it's telling you. Mine's telling me my arms are on fire. Yours might, they might not. Okay, just being aware of what's going on. Creating that mind-body connection. And when you're ready, flutter the eyes open. Okay, awesome, good job. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to go through a little flow through some standing postures. Remember that we want to, in any standing posture, we really want to have equal weight distribution and energy through each side of the body. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to step the right leg back. Now the right leg back, left leg is forward. Go ahead and push the feet into the mat, almost like you're trying to tear the mat in between the legs, energizing. And then draw energy in by hugging legs in towards each other. Once again, pelvis is neutral. Extending the arms up. Joints are stacking here. Okay, wrist, elbow, shoulder, knee, and ankle. Shoulder and hips. Breathe here. Into high lunge. Okay. On the exhale, we're going to go ahead and twist into that lead leg. So twist across the body. Hug the legs towards each other. Charge up the back leg. Sweep the arms back up. Exhale, twist across. Inhale, back up. Exhale, twist across. Inhale, back up. To add challenge here, go ahead and drop the back knee. Tap, inhale, up. Exhale, tap. Inhale, up. One more. Coming back. From here, go ahead and pivot the back foot down at a 45. Feet are train tracked here into warrior one. Go ahead and fire up your back glute. Exhale, arms to cactus. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, guide the arms up. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, back up. Last one. Inhale, back up. Exhale, open up warrior two. Heels are on a tightrope here. We want to be able to barely see the big toe through the lead leg. So soft external rotation here. Charge out the back leg, internal rotation in the back leg. Neutralize the pelvis. Arms are going to extend out. Soft gaze at that middle finger. Breathe here, warrior two. Next, inhale, rise the arms up. Straighten out the lead leg. Exhale, sit, warrior two. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sit. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Two more. Last one. Settle in, warrior two. From here, reach the lead arm forward, reverse the warrior. Keeping that equal weight distribution through the legs. Common tendency here is we back out of that lead leg. That's okay. It can put some pressure on the lower back. So try to keep the lunge forward and really let the lateral body open up. When you're ready, back to warrior two. Reach the lead arm forward. Reach, reach, reach. Elbow to the thigh. Open up, extended side angle. We want to think of these lower ribs peeling open and stacking on top of the other ribs. Really good side body opening. Exhale, take the top hand overhead, palm facing down. Good. From here, slowly begin to straighten out that lead leg. Hand can come down to the block, or it can come to the shin, whatever you prefer. Triangle pose. Work with the breath. Each exhale, maybe lengthening down a little bit more. Try to keep power in your lead shin. When you're ready, taking that top hand down to the mat or the block, Pivot the hips forward a little bit. If you need to go ahead and shift your back foot forward, go ahead. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, take this right rib, twist it across the body, opening up, twisting pyramid. If you'd like, you can take the hand into the small of the back. When you're ready, unwind, hands forward. Go ahead and step forward, forward fold. Inhale, true halfway lift. Activate the back side of the body. Exhale, fold. Inhale, guide the arms all the way up. Extended mountain. Grab the right wrist. Take the right leg back behind. Exhale, lateral flexion here. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, other side. Try not to overthink the legs here. Coming back. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, guiding the arms back up. Step the left leg back. Make sure that the joints are stacking here. Draw energy towards the midline of the body. Neutralize the pelvis. Deep breaths here. Next, exhale, twist across the body. Inhale, wheel the arms back up. Exhale, twist. Squeeze the legs towards each other. Good. If you want to challenge yourself, on the exhale, drop the knee. Charge yourself back up. Exhale, twist across, drop the knee. Come back up. 2 more. Coming back. Go ahead and pivot the back foot out of 45. Legs are train tracked here. Charge up the back leg, activate the glute. Keep the pelvis neutral here. Exhale, arms to cactus, warrior 1. Inhale, back up. Exhale, arms to cactus. Inhale, back up. Exhale, arms to cactus. Inhale, back up. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Heels are on a tightrope here. Internal rotation of the back leg. External rotation of the lead leg. Keep that equal power between the legs. Arms are going to extend out. Breathe here, settle in. Good. From here, go ahead and flip the palm. We're going to rise the arms up, straighten out the lead leg. Exhale, settle in. Inhale, rise up. Exhale. Good. 2 more. Next one, settle in, warrior 2. From here, reach the lead arm forward, reverse the warrior. Keep that length through the lateral side of the body. Bend in the lead leg. Equal weight distribution through the lower half of the body. Back to warrior 2. Reach the lead arm forward, reach, reach, reach. Elbow to the thigh. Go ahead and peel that right rib open, stacking on top of the left ribs. I'm having a brain fart. This pose. Breathe here. Legs are active. From here, begin to straighten out the lead leg. Triangle pose. Dang, I am struggling. It's fine. Keep power in the shin here. Keeping that lateral body nice and open. Work with the exhale. Maybe go deeper. Maybe you don't. That's okay. When you're ready, taking that top hand down. If you need to adjust your back foot, go ahead and adjust it. You can step it forward if you'd like. We're going to go into twisting triangle. On the exhale, begin to take that left hand down, peel the right arm open, twisting triangle. Once again, try to keep power in your shin. Get the shoulders to stack here. Breathe. Blocks are always an option if the floor is not available to you. Totally fine. Getting the same benefits of the pose if somebody were to be able to touch the floor. That you're probably getting more benefit because you're initiating from the right spot. When you're ready, take the top hand down, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, come to a halfway lift, charge up the back body. Exhale, fold. Inhale, plant the hands down. We're going to transition back to plank pose. From here, drop the knees. If you have your blocks under you, move them aside. We're going to come to a slow lower, coming down onto the belly. From here, press the tops of the feet into the mat, charge up the legs. We're going to go into a flowing cobra. So we have a few variations here. Now, we can have hands to the side body. Okay, elbows are going to wrap back. Roll the shoulders back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift through the heart. Okay, the back body is charging up. Legs are active. If you're having a hard time finding your rhomboids, activating that space between your shoulder blades, maybe take your hands off to the side of the mat. Get the elbows to face up. This variation works a lot better for me. If it works for you, great. If it doesn't, you can come back to regular cobra. Good. Take a few breaths. Legs are charged up again. On the inhale, press into the hands, lift up. Exhale, lowering down. Hands close. This is what it'll look like. Hands wide. This is what it'll look like. So pick your variation. I'll flow between the two. And when you're ready, go ahead and release down onto the mat. Take the arms out to a T. Take a moment here, relax, let the cheek rest down on the floor. And when you're ready, we're going to take the left hand in towards the side body. Right arm's going to extend out. Bend the left knee. Begin to roll back onto the right shoulder. Try to keep the wrist, elbow, shoulder in the same plane here. Tapping back, great. Opening through the chest here. Hands can stay down on the mat. If you want, hand can come into the lumbar spine. When you're ready, swap sides. Extend the left arm out, wrist, elbow, shoulder in the same plane, right hand into the side body. Begin to bend the right knee, roll back, opening up through the chest. This is my cat, Samson. He's a total butthole, but I love him anyways. When you're ready, if you'd like, exploring to take that right hand into the small of the back, go ahead and find that. And when you're ready, returning back to the belly. Take some breaths here. If you have a block, go ahead and find a block. We're going to take the hands to the sides, of the arms to the sides of the block. Okay, actively squeezing in. From here, I'm going to press through the tops of the feet, activate the legs. Now notice what happens through the pelvis. Okay, this is not finding compression. And then I'm going to tilt my sit bones down and find compression. So just take a moment here, find this activation, squeeze the block. Take a few breaths. When you're ready, release, relax. We're going to do it 2 more times, so whenever you're ready, find the arms squeezing the blocks, lift the hands. Begin to charge up the legs. On the exhale, draw the pubic bone up the front side of the body. Sit bones are going to draw down towards the heels, finding compression. When you're ready, release, take a break. We're going to go into our last round. Squeeze the block with the arms, fingertips lift up towards the ceiling. Charge up the legs, press through the tops of the feet. On the exhale, draw the pubic bone up the front side of the body. Sit bones are going to draw down. Find your compression. When you're ready, release. Slowly begin to make your way onto your backside of your body. We're going to take the right foot up onto the left thigh. Draw the right knee down. Try to keep the foot flexed. It'll just help us keep a little bit of integrity through that right knee. Recline pigeon pose. This is variation 1. If this is intense for you, stay here. If you're not feeling too much here, begin to activate your glute. It'll help support this external rotation of the thigh. And then explore bringing that right leg up off of the mat. Not right, excuse me, left leg. Okay. From here, hands can wrap around the left hamstring. Take some breaths. Keep the feet active. Try to activate that glute to support the external rotation. When you're ready, slowly release. Swap legs. Take the left foot up onto the right thigh. Flex the left foot. Draw that left knee down. Soft activation through that left glute. Breathe here. When you're ready, feel free to begin to lift that right foot up off of the mat. Hands can find themselves wrapping around the right hamstring. Drawing yourself a little closer in your reclined pigeon. Feet are charged up. When you're ready, feel free to release. Let's go ahead and take the feet up towards the ceiling, waterfall pose. If you want, you can come to dead bug. Let the arms lift up. The cool thing about this is you're getting the benefits that you would get if you're doing a headstand or handstand. It's an inversion. So it's just letting blood come back to the vital organs, all that fun shenanigans. Helps with lactic acid buildup too. So if you're a person that is a runner or a biker, taking the legs up towards the ceiling or up a wall after your workout can be proven to be really beneficial. So feel free to try it. Let me know if it feels good to you, if it helps with any soreness. If you want, arms can extend up overhead. If this doesn't feel good, know that you can always take support underneath of your lower back with the hands. You can use a blanket, a block, whatever you prefer. And when you're ready, feel free to take the legs down. Extend the legs out. Gently tuck the shoulders underneath of you. We're coming into our final posture, Shavasana. It's all about letting go. So feel free to begin to close the eyes. Take away that sensory of your vision. Begin to soften the jaw. Release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Each exhale, finding yourself relaxing a little bit deeper into the ground. If thoughts are coming in, that's okay. Recognize and acknowledge your thoughts. Place them as if it's a windy day on a cloud and let them pass by. I'll leave this as an open-ended Shavasana, so feel free to take as much time as you need on your mat. Allow yourself to be in the moment with stillness. body, feel your breath. The only time that we have is now, within the present moment. Allow that to be your gift today, being present. The light in me honors, sees, and feels the light in you. It's always an honor being able to guide people through breath and movement to hopefully help you connect a little bit deeper into your body and know yourself a little bit more intimately. My name's Kylie. It was a pleasure guiding you. Namaste.